Good day, friends. It is me, HLModTech, and I am back with another Tinkercad project. Today, though, we're going to 3D print it, so let's get cracking. Friends, I made a tutorial to create this little chain a few days ago, and one of my viewers said, hey, can you 3D print it without supports? Friends, I'm going to test that, but first, if you haven't seen this, make sure you check the cards up above. There will be a link to the tutorial so you can make your own awesome reusable chain as well. So if you look at this box right here, that is a 1 centimeter box, so this is a tiny chain. Friends, to get this ready for 3D printing, we need to lay it down. If we printed it up here, these would all fall apart. So I'm going to grab the entire part, I'm going to do Control D, I'm going to do Shift, nudge, to move it across. I'm going to rotate it on this angle right here. Alright, D for drop, and then if you look at this straight, still floating, so there's no way that would work. Friends, here's a new trick. First, the old trick, if you rotate out here, 1 degree at a time. If you stay in the side of the circle, 22.5 degrees at a time. Friends, if you hold Shift, it goes 45 degrees at a time, so you can find the 45 that lets those all balance. Now we're going to do D for drop. I'm going to grab this chunk, do D for drop, and then I'm going to grab this chunk and do D for drop. So now they are all connected, but if you look, they are not touching. They are all so tiny, so we're going to stretch them. I'm going to hold down Shift, and I'm going to stretch them along this side right here. I want them to each be a little less than a centimeter. So if I move this into the centimeter boxes, I'm just going to nudge it. You can see they are less than a centimeter. I'm going to stretch these out just a little more so they're closer to the centimeter size. And then, friends, I don't want them to balance on those round edges. I don't want to have support just because I want to make this as fast as possible. So what I'm going to do is bring out a whole cube, and I'm going to type the measurement 0.2. So I'm going to shave off some of this print. When I set them right there, I can now select them all, and I'm going to do Control G, which is the same as click and group, and then we just need to wait for that cut to happen. There you can see it has. So now I'm going to click on this and do D to drop. Now if we look underneath, you can see that it has a flat spot to build on. It is going to be a reasonable size. So friends, with it built, I'm going to select it all. Let's hit export, and we're exporting the selected shape as an STL. With that done, let's select it, and let's choose export STL. Notice it was just the selected shape. I'm in my 3D modeling, and I'm going to call it chain. Once I've got that saved, we're going to move to Cura. In Cura, you can see I've got my A10T connected. Let's browse for the file. I'm in 3D modeling already, so I can just load it. You can see how tiny it is. I've got it set to auto slice, so you can see real quickly we'll have an estimate of how long it's going to take. This little print is going to be about 4 minutes. Now real quickly, let me show you the settings I choose. 0.3 layers, 0.4 line width, 1.2 for the wall, 0.8 top bottom. I've got an infill of 30, which is probably overkill. 205 and 60 are my temperatures for this PLA. 60 speed, I do have retraction enabled, and then you can see here I've got a skirt. I'm doing 6 lines. I use 6 lines because this can switch colors, and that way it clears it out before it switches to the next colors if I was doing a colorful project. And I also make that skirt 10 millimeters away. Since I've got it connected via USB, we can hit print. And here we are at the A10T. The bed is already heated, and the hot end's getting there. Alrighty, friends, 4 minutes later, check it out. We have got a chain, a little bit of stringing back here, but check this out. We can pull it off just like that, and it is actually a moving chain link. How cool is that? Alright, everybody, so I have moved it to a place where I can keep the phone held while I show you these. As you can see, that's a thumbnail, so these are tiny, but they are not connected, and it turned out pretty darn sweet. Notice when you've got stringing like that, that could mean that I just have the printer too warm. Keep your eye out for a YouTube short. I'll try printing this on another one of my printers. We'll see if I've got one calibrated enough so that it comes out without stringing, even at this tiny size. Oh my gosh, friends, how cool is that? Oh my gosh, friends, that was a ton of fun. A print-in-place Tinkercad chain. So cool that it worked. Of course, I will keep playing. Make sure you keep watching for those shorts as I show you how it works on my other 3D printers. Friends, remember, if you have not made the chain, there will be a link in the card so you can check that out. And I need to say thanks to Steve for suggesting that I try and print this. Of course, friends, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please also hit that share button so more people can learn about HLModTech. Of course, if you got a question, comment, or suggestion, add it down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and last but not least, hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.